I love just a lot of what we do. I think the variety of what you do in sports medicine is the cool thing. So just patient relationships from people that we work with in the clinic and get to see them through their injuries and their return to sport is an amazing piece of what we do. But I love the coverage too. So
I think the biggest thing I've liked is the opportunity. There's so much opportunity from someone who's wanted the full spectrum of sports medicine. So the coverage, procedural, clinic experiences, training room, everything is here. You know, we see coverage on all types of levels from high school to college to semi-professional to professional. We get to experience all of that. And there's just so much opportunity. I think this is like a very well-established program for someone like myself, who's PM&R trained, who this is an additional spot I was added on. Like, I feel like I've had so much opportunity to grow. And that's probably the biggest thing I would say has been the best part.
And that we're really trying to train physicians who are going to be future leaders in sports medicine in terms of high-level team positions. So that's at collegiate and national governing body level, or even the professional level. We're training people who could be high-level researchers, high-level educators, so program directors, either for residency training or fellowship training.
All of us would say that the most important part of our job is working with fellows. So we're completely aligned to say that we're here as part of the fellowship because it's the most important thing we do.
The main reasons why I wanted to come here was really the variety of experience that we got to get. The variety of experience was fantastic, but just how well-rounded this program was, I knew it was going to set me up for success.
Coverage is really spectacular, and then it ranges from, taking care of athletes that are like in youth club sports, high school athletes. You have your own high school that you take care of, and then it ranges all the way up to the pro level. We do a lot of Division I. We have 2 Division I colleges that we take care of, the Gophers, University of Minnesota, and then St. Thomas. We also have a Division III college, Bethel University. And so just getting the different flavors of those schools and experience with those athletes is really, really wonderful.
This is a really coverage-heavy fellowship, and our fellows have the opportunity to cover at all levels. One of the nice things is that you get to not only get that exposure at the University of Minnesota and that Power 4 environment, but here at the University of St. Thomas, where we're still working with Division I athletes. But the resources are a little different and really teach the fellows to be broad, as well as our Division III opportunities at Bethel University and the high schools, and even more so some of those touch points at the professional level. We just started Twins and Saints baseball. The fellows will be having the opportunities to cover Saint games independently coming up, as well as finishing up with both the Gopher spring game and the University of St. Thomas spring game over the next week here.
We hosted the World Juniors here at the University of Minnesota, and that was ridiculously awesome. And then I've got to cover Gopher women's hockey at the Minnesota Frost. And so the amount of hockey experience that I've had this year has been incredible. I would say the World Juniors was definitely up there. But we've also got the exposure to traveling abroad for events as well. So we went to the Dominican Republic for a Twins training camp, and we went to the Gopher football bowl game, which was another really exciting opportunity.
I think a big piece of almost every sports medicine fellowship, but ours as well, is learning about ultrasound, both diagnostic ultrasound and procedural ultrasound. So as you can see here, we have ultrasound units pretty much everywhere that we go, whether it's in our clinics, in our training rooms, on the sideline. We utilize that, to really take good care of our athletes.
We have focused ultrasound training every week for an hour in the morning with one of our attendings, Dr. Schofield. We also use ultrasound in clinic every week. I would say we use diagnostic ultrasound multiple times in clinic throughout the week. And then, of course, for procedures, we use ultrasound within Fellows Clinic and then with other attendings as well.
The thing that I found to be the biggest strength was there was a lot of independence right off the bat in terms of if you were comfortable doing something, whether it was a coverage or a clinic or a procedure, or whatever it was, they give you the leeway to do so, but they're there for that support.
For our core faculty, educating the future leaders in sports medicine and our fellows is what we strive for. It's what gives us energy. It's really what makes what we do fun every day.
I would describe it as challenging and supportive. I think if you are looking for a fellowship that will challenge you to be a sports medicine doctor at all levels and in all settings, whether it's clinic or sidelines or training rooms, at all the different levels, year round, I think we have that.
I would honestly say it's kind of like you're joining a family. Once you are in the fellowship, they see you as part of their work family, and sometimes even just extended friends, and not quite family, but pretty darn close.
Throughout this program, you'll really feel like this place is home and a family, and I'll have these connections for the rest of my life, and I think that's something you can't ever replace.
And I also chose the program because of the incredible faculty and staff associated with it. As someone who wants to continue academic sports medicine in the future, as well as being a high-level team physician, being at the University of Minnesota and training under our faculty was an easy decision. Our culture here at the university is collegial, it's inclusive, and it's very supportive. We're treated like colleagues, but at the same time, we're treated like high-level learners. Living in the Twin Cities is also incredible. There's a lot of different neighborhoods, a lot of things to do, and personally, as someone who likes food and trying new food, this place is second to none. So we thank you for your interest in our program, wish you nothing but success in the future. Row the boat and go Gophers.